Hey, this is our project for HackAI 2023. It's called CourtVision. And these are all the slides we'll be going through. So CourtVision is basically an AI shot tracker in your pocket. And essentially what it does is it keeps track of your speed, shots made, and release angle. And all you have to do is essentially mount your phone on one angle and just press play and make sure everything's stable, and it'll keep track of all the shots you take and all these metrics that we just talked about. Cool, here's a little demo. The video's too long, let's skip through it. First thing you do, open the app, start, press play, make sure the device is stationary, and make sure the hoop is detected. Once it's detected, then you can go ahead and start playing around with it. Here, there's a shot right there, and it keeps track of that point. There you go. And there's the angle, there's the 6.1 miles per hour, average shot. Here, let's mess around more. Here is another shot. Here, come back in the frame. I shoot that ball. There you go. That goes in. That's another. And at the end, we have this really cool screen with all your angles and like average speed and everything. Yeah, that's our little demo. Cool. There's 3 game states. One is the camera stabilization. That's where you take a second and make sure the camera's stable, make sure everything's analyzed. Next is analyze basketball court. That's another kind of part of the previous one where you make sure everything's stable, the person is detected, and the court itself is detected. And next, the gameplay, which is the fun part where it detects exactly where the ball is moving, everything, you taking a shot, and all those things. Cool. The entire model is built on 2 AI models. One of them is the hoop detection. So the hoop detection model only job is to find where the hoop is in the video. And how we train this model is by web scraping, taking actual pictures of hoops, and also stable diffusion, which I'll talk about in the next slide. And what we did is we take those pictures and we use RoboFlow to annotate it. So we put boxes around where the hoop is exactly on those images, and then we pass it on to CreateML and classified that object. And so that's how the model was created. And this is our quick loss function over 300 iterations. Cool. Stable diffusion. So one thing we find really cool is that we use stable diffusion to find variants of images we couldn't get during data collections. So I think that was a pretty cool use case of stable diffusion that we can use, finding data points that we couldn't find otherwise. Next, the shot classifier model. This is where the fun begins. For the shot classifier, all we did, we went to AC and we took a lot of videos of me shooting around. Then we took turns shooting around from different angles, different points, and all those stuff. That's how we got the data. And for training, we trained it using CreateML, the shot tracker CreateML, and we adjust the parameters, train the model, and that's in order to calculate. Then we use a bunch of mathematics stuff to calculate the metrics such as arc speed, spin, and that kind of stuff. Cool. Here's a training model. It got 90% accuracy and 93% training accuracy over 90 iterations. Limitations. So one of the biggest limitations of our model is background noise. Background noise is not good. So for example, in this GIF right here, we see someone shooting in the background, and it tracks that ball pretty well actually going in, but it doesn't track mine. It's because what the model really needs right now is not too much background noise, but that is something we need to work on later on to have, people playing the background is okay. It just detects the closest people. Cool. Next steps. We want to really target the market of individual drills. So we want to target someone who wants to improve their skills in basketball, but doesn't have the resources or just anything. They can't pay for a coach, right? So that's the target market we want to go through. And later on, we also want to target track multiple players in like a 5v5 game and have like a leaderboard where people can compete against each other. And yeah, that's basically it.